along with Ablock also, and they've proven it tonight. Amabal makes the first. Amabal is now the leading scorer in this basketball game with 21 points. Actually, I've got him at 23 points, excuse me. Make that 24. 24 points unofficially for Amabile. We're down to a minute 23 left. It's a 10-point Deering lead, folks. 64-24. A lot of aggressive defense, no call.
Pressuring very well.
And Neto's going to call a timeout. Biddeford was probably looking for a foul at that point. We're going to probably take our final timeout. 1:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Deering up by 10, 64-54. We'll call our last timeout. Okay, we are back. We'll stay with it here. If the game does end, we'll just do a quick wrap-up of this one. And Aaron pass, and that's going to be Deering's ball. LeBlanc was looking for Silva. Heck, I don't think Ablock could have caught that one.
No,
that was way over his head. Well, Deering with a 10-point lead. They don't have to shoot anymore. Biddeford starts to. They push the ball up now to T-Watt. And Bob Cote's going to foul T-Watt right in front of the Deering bench, because they want to try to get the ball back and maybe pump some threes in. But we're down to 59.5 seconds to go. Again, 10-point lead.
What a fine player to watch this year, Bobby Cote. He has not come out of the game all.
I know. I don't think he sat down the whole game. I mean, it's incredible.
He wanted to play on this floor. I mean, he's played a stellar game. It's kind of too bad they ended up on this short end of this game.
Yeah. Well, it's an 11-point Deering lead now. T-Watt gets both of them. And make that 20 points for... Deering has two players over 20 points. Unofficially, I have T-Watt. Actually, three players have scored over 20 points. Listen, they've got 66 points. The only other player who scored was Green with 2. Three players have scored all these points. No good. They can't buy a basket right now. As it's going to be Biddeford's ball with 51.3 seconds. They trail by 12. Bobby Cote will be inbounding it to Leland. They get it out to Dakota. Biddeford's going to have to shoot like really quick. 3-point from Cote, up and no good. And Patrick Green's going to slow things up, and Biddeford may not even foul here. This may just do it right here. 12-point Deering lead with 35 seconds to go, and Biddeford's not pressuring him anymore. So we'll just kind of do a quick recap when we're done this, but that amazes me, the scoring for Deering. Three of these players, 3 out of the whole team has scored 64 out of 66 points for Deering. That's amazing. But the Beak squad is giving the Tigers a huge hand, by the way, because, they played their hearts out all year. Very well deserved. Down to 8 seconds and counting, folks. This one's academic. The crowd starts to stand and gives both teams both teams are already shaking hands at court. And good sportsmanship going on. Hard-fought game. Deering knew they were in a basketball game tonight. Let's do the recap. 2 for Patrick Green. 20 for Ablock, Lapson Ablock, 20 for T-Watt, 24 for Amabile. For Biddeford, a lot of players scored. Let's get them real quick. 2 for Patrick Wilson, 3 for Silva, 3 for McEwen, 4 for Dakota, 7 for LeBlanc. This is all unofficial. 10 for Matt Cote, 20 for Bobby Cote. Biddeford ends their season at 10-10, and Deering improves now to, I think, 16-3. So next week at the Civic Center will be Deering and Chevrolet, #1 against whatever Chevrolet ended up being. That should be a good game.
4.
And they both split during the season. That should be a good game at the Civic Center. But let's talk about Biddeford's season, since we do cover Biddeford. You mentioned Bobby Cote. It's been a pleasure, really, not just following him, but this whole team. They've got a spunky team, an aggressive team. They've done just a phenomenal job. Mike's done a great job with them. They get to the quarterfinals. They get to the big dance here at the Expo, kind of the mini dance or whatever. The homecoming, not the prom, but they get to the homecoming anyway. And you can't say about. They gave Deering all they could handle for 3+ quarters. They actually led in this one. And Biddeford just couldn't finish them off. But Deering showed you why they're the #1 team. And they came back, and it's a credit to them that they've just done a good job.
Yeah, take away that third quarter spurt that they came out and was aggressive against Biddeford's defense and just took it right to them.
Well, you look at the second half, and Biddeford get outscored, say 34 to 20. And really, that's the difference in the game. You look at the scoring, so that's pretty much going to do it. I want to thank for the basketball, Kevin. Thanks, buddy. For
very nice to follow this team. They showed a lot of grit and a lot of hard work. I mean, very undersized against all these teams that they've played, and they showed a really good game against this Deering team tonight.
They always come on the floor. It seems like physically they're mismatched size-wise, but the way they play the game, they're not mismatched. It was never a mismatch in this one from the outset. They came here to play, and they left it all on the floor as far as I'm concerned, and it's a credit to this program.
They had a nice plan against these big, tall kids and got them into foul trouble, and almost came away with a victory tonight.
Well, again, I want to thank Brett Nagy, our videographer, for doing basketball this year with us. We still got a hockey game or two left to go. Biddeford is still, they should be making the playoffs there. We hope to follow them. Kevin, I want to thank you for doing basketball with me again.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. So we want to remind you one more time from the Portland Expo, folks. My name's Andy Poria, and the final score here was the Deering Rams 66 and the Biddeford Tigers 54. So long, everyone.